BarBend Nation, let's ride. BarBend Nation, let's ride. If you're looking for a solid way to get a cardio workout in, you might want to take a hard look at the NordicTrack S27i Exercise Bike. There's thousands of classes available at your fingertips on the 27-inch touchscreen monitor. There's automatic adjustments that are going to take place during the middle of your workout, and a ton of other features that would have Freddie Mercury singing about how much he wants to ride this bike. I've been using it for a while now, so I think you guys know the saying, BarBend Nation, let's ride. What's up everybody, it's Jake, back once again in the BarBend Garage Gym, and for today's video, I've got the NordicTrack S27i in for review. In this video, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know about this bike, from the price, some of the features, some of the pros, some of the cons, but of course, who should or maybe should not purchase one of these bad boys. But you know, before I get going with all of that, I have no choice but to let you know we've reviewed a ton of exercise bikes on BarBend.com. So if you want to browse our best list, just go ahead and search BarBend Best Exercise Bikes. Our list is going to pull up and you can find out for yourself which one cracks that #1 spot. Okay, so let's talk about what I like about the S27i. And honestly, I think you have to talk about the monitor up front. It's a 27-inch touchscreen monitor. It's going to tilt back and forward, depending on however you want it to be. It's also going to rotate 360 degrees, and this is really going to come in handy, especially with those workout classes that are available through iFit on this monitor that don't actually require the bike. So a yoga class, a strength training class, whatever it may be, you can rotate it, do your workout on the ground, wherever you want to be in your home, which is really cool. There's automatic incline and decline adjustments, and that's gonna be really nice. It's gonna happen in the middle of your workout, and it's gonna vary depending on which workout you join. But you can also manually adjust that incline up to 20% or put it in a decline down to 10%. And with the resistance, you can manually adjust all the way from 0 to 24 different levels of resistance, which is a lot to work with right there. There's Bluetooth capabilities for your headphones and a heart rate monitor. There's a set of wheels that makes it really easy to move it around. You have a built-in fan to cool you off as you start to sweat. There's a built-in water bottle holder right here on the actual framework. There's popular music loaded onto the monitor, which is really nice. It's gonna be kind of entertaining at the same time, on top of the already entertaining classes. I also really like the integration of Google Maps with all of NordicTrack's equipment. You have a 10-year warranty on the framework. I mean, guys, I could sit here and go on and on and on. So clearly, there's a lot to like about this exercise bike. Okay, so let's talk about a few potential cons you may experience with the S27i. Let's talk about the monitor first. I think it's great, but it's also 27 inches, so it's pretty wide. You're gonna need a good amount of space just to house it in your room, whatever room you want it to go in. It's also a pretty expensive bike. It's listed right around $2,500, and on top of that, high price tag, you're also gonna have to pay either yearly or monthly just for a membership plan with iFit. You also need to have, a solid Wi-Fi connection because of those classes that are, loaded onto the monitor. There are some times where, it's a little slow, but that's because there's over 16,000 that are available. There's a lot loaded on here, so you just have to be patient sometimes. And yeah, there are a set of wheels. It's gonna help you move it around, but it would be nice if there was some sort of a handle built in right here. That way you don't have to reach all the way down and grab this framework, just to pick it up and move it around. All right, so let's talk about the pricing now with the S27i. It's listed right around $2,500 on the NordicTrack website. And yeah, let's be honest, that's pretty expensive for an exercise bike. If you wanna stick with the NordicTrack brand, but wanna save some money, there's a couple cheaper options available that you might wanna check out. But when you compare the price of this to the rest of the market, this is one of the most expensive options that are available. Now, there's a lot of features here. There's a lot of luxury features that, in turn creates that, high price tag. And in the long run, I think it's gonna be worth it because of those automatic adjustments, all the trainer-led classes, all the, your own manual workouts you can create. I mean, there's so many cool features with this exercise bike, but $2,500 is still a good chunk of change for an exercise bike. And if you want to save even more money, you can find a much more simple exercise bike out there that doesn't have the monitor and all of that. and still get a solid workout in. Because of how expensive this bike is, you can definitely finance the purchase if you need to, and I certainly don't blame you at all. NordicTrack has a couple different options for you to work with, but this is all going to be based off of your original purchase. So, if you want an extended warranty plan, if you want one of those 3 yearly options in terms of that iFit membership, that's gonna impact your payments. But like I said, cool thing is NordicTrack takes care of all that for you and lays out all of your options right there. All right, so let's take a second and talk about the available classes and the iFit companion app. So there's definitely not a shortage of classes whatsoever through iFit. You have 16,000 different ones to be exact. Just want to make sure you heard me correctly the first time. 16,000 different classes available. That's a lot. Once again, you can stream classes from that iFit companion app, which is really cool, directly from your phone. So, say you're out of town, you want to do a quick yoga class, maybe you brought a kettlebell or some dumbbells with you on the road. You can bust those out, do a strength training class. It's really cool. The companion app also allows you to track your stats. You can see your past workouts. You can, check your progress on any challenges you're trying to complete. You can check out the new ones that are being added. There's so many different things you can do with that companion app, and overall, it's just a really awesome tool. All right, so now I want to talk about some of the technology with this high-tech exercise bike. NordicTrack uses Android OS 9 technology for all their cardio products right now, which is really up to date. It's pretty fast in terms of, for the most part, and it's going to depend on your Wi-Fi, but it's going to be pretty fast in terms of transitioning from screen to screen and buffering and loading those workouts. You have that 27-inch touchscreen display. Not only does it tilt back and forward, it also rotates 360 degrees. So, once again, if you're going to do one of those strength training classes or yoga or whatever it may be, you can hop off the bike, get positioned wherever you want, rotate that screen to you, and you're all set, which is really cool. You have two 30-watt speakers located just underneath the monitor as well. They produce really solid sound, but because this has Bluetooth capabilities, you can hook up your own headphones if you want to stream your workouts that way, especially, if you're working out late at night, early in the morning, whatever it may be. Now, you don't have any built-in heart rate sensors, but you can connect your own heart rate monitor. That way you can track your heart rate variability and get a really good estimate of how many calories that you're actually burning as you're working out, which is really nice. You have the integration of Google Maps, which is really cool. You can go and create your own workout and kind of explore the world. You can go see all these different cities that you might not ever really have the chance to go to. You get a sense of the cultural aspects. A lot of those workouts that are on here, they break down all of that. They break down the architectural side and really just everything about the city, which I'm a nerd, I like that, but I think a lot of you will like that as well. You're gonna notice automatic adjustments to your resistance as well as your incline and your decline, but you can also do that manually if you want to. So with the resistance, you have 24 different levels for you to use. You can also have up to 20% of an incline and down to 10% of a decline. Clearly, there's a lot of tech here with this bike. And honestly, it's one of the most high-tech pieces of equipment that I've ever used. Okay, so let's talk about the build now and some of the many features you're gonna find with this exercise bike. And I think first of all, we've gotta talk about the steel framework. It feels really stable. I'm not worried about it toppling over as I'm getting on or off of it. It also feels really durable as well. It's about 65 inches tall, 57 inches long, and about 28 inches wide. And it weighs about 217 pounds or so. You should go ahead and call it 220, why not? So that's obviously pretty heavy. So thankfully you do have a set of wheels on the front to make it pretty easy to move around your personal space. I just wish there was a designated handle right here just to make it a little bit easier on you. It does have a 350-pound weight limit, which is a really high number. And I really enjoy the fact that NordicTrack includes a 10-year warranty on the framework of all of their cardio equipment. Now, when it comes to the features, I think that touchscreen monitor is really the thing that pops out the most. It's 27 inches, tilt, rotate, do all of that stuff. It's gonna accommodate to your specific needs, which is really nice. The handlebars as well as the seat can be adjusted for your height, which is really cool too. The pedals right here are compatible with SPD cleats and cycling shoes. So, if you are a dedicated cyclist, I think you're gonna like that as well. You can wear your existing gear that you have. That's really cool. I really like the automatic adjustments that are gonna take place during your workout, with your resistance as well as your incline and your decline. But, if you need to adjust that on your own, you definitely can do so. You have adjustments located on either side of your handlebars, which definitely come in handy. You also have a push to stop. It's a really nice safety feature, things are getting out of hand, you're tired, whatever the case is, just press that button, hold it down, everything's gonna stop right away for you. You also have 2 3-pound dumbbells that are included with your purchase. That way, you can get a little pump in as you're cycling. And I also really like how underneath the framework, you have these little feet, I guess you could call them. That's what's keeping the bike stabilized. But, let's say the room you have your bike stored in is, not necessarily even. You can lift the bike up, twist on those little feet, and they're gonna extend, and it's gonna help stabilize that bike even more. Okay, so let's go ahead and walk you guys around the S27, just kind of demo how to use it for the most part. Now, let's drop down low really fast. This is your motor for the incline and the decline. Yes, it makes some noise, but it's really not that bad. It's relatively quiet. Your plug with this box right here, it's a 3-prong outlet. It's gonna go directly underneath the actual framework right here, and there is a power switch. It's definitely recommended that you flip that switch off before whenever you're done, and also, unplug it from the outlet just to make sure, you don't have any surge issues. Your 2 3-pound dumbbells are located right here on the back. And in terms of adjusting your seat, so there's horizontal adjustments. To do that, you twist on this knob, and it's gonna allow you to scoot it back, scoot it forward, really whatever is most comfortable for you. And you can also adjust the height as well. Same process, you'll unscrew that. As you can see, that just dropped on me. You can also pull it back up. Once again, whatever is the most comfortable for you. So move a little further on down the line. Here's your water bottle holder. It looks a little small, but it definitely expands a little bit. Just be careful because that's plastic, and obviously you don't want to break that. Your pedals right here are compatible with SPD cleats and cycling shoes. So all my dedicated cyclists out there, I think you're really gonna like that right here. So your push to stop, pretty simple right there. It's gonna stop everything in its tracks. You can adjust the handlebars, same exact process as over here. You're gonna untwist this knob right here, and you can either pull it up or push it right back down. Once again, whatever is the most comfortable for you. You have your manual adjustments right here for your resistance and your incline and declines. Pretty simple process. I'll go ahead and show you the incline right here. I'm gonna go and press up. Just gonna hold it. As you can see, it's adjusting all the way up on its own. And it's relatively quiet, it's really not that loud. And we're gonna max this bad boy out right here. 20-degree incline. That's pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty solid right here. Let's go ahead and drop it back down. I'm not gonna go all the way, I'm just gonna go ahead and level it back out for us here. Might be a little bit louder on the decline, but it's still not that loud. You do have your phone tray right here. It's really nice. You can just simply set it there and you're good to go. You do have your manual adjustments for your volume and your built-in fan speed right here. It's pretty simple. Just press the button. It's gonna pop up on the screen and show you exactly what level it's on. Now, let's talk about the monitor. This thing is pretty massive, as you may see. It's literally a TV. It might as well just be a TV mounted to this bike right here. There's a lot you can do with it. I am having some Wi-Fi difficulty right now. Once again, that does happen every once in a while in the garage. So that's why I mentioned earlier, you gotta have a strong Wi-Fi connection. All right, so I'm just gonna show you the home screen right here. As you can see, it's gonna pop up your workout history. It's also gonna pull up the types. So treadmill, bike, rower, elliptical, even strength training, that's all gonna pop up right here. It's gonna show you your milestones right here. A bunch of featured classes for you to choose from. I like how it's gonna show you the duration of the actual workout, and also, how many miles you're gonna be riding. So this one's 45 minutes, 11 miles. That's, a nice little workout in itself right there. And then also, you're gonna see the latest from iFit with the challenges right now. And these are always being updated, which is really nice. And then it's just the same thing as you go further on down the line. There's just a ton. And when it comes to the challenges, it shows you how many different workouts are in each specific challenge. And it's kind of like a series, I guess you could call it. And that's really cool. Now, recommended series, you can also browse by category. You can, act as if you're in the mountains, you can be on a road. There's a lot. There's even TED Talks right here, which is pretty cool. Now, this is the calendar tab. As I said, This is kind of, giving me some troubles right now, but this is where all your previous workouts would pop up. You can still click on the Create tab, and that's gonna show you, right now we're in San Francisco. If I went to Browse, here, I'll show you. I went to Browse, I'm gonna go right back to Create. Boom, now we're in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. That's pretty cool, right? It's gonna do that every single time, so it's always gonna switch it up on you. You can also go to Trophy Case right here. It's gonna show you any of the challenges. I'm in a couple of them right now. You can also discover some more, and that's really nice. Now, you can also do all of that directly from the companion app as well. All of the stuff down here at the bottom is gonna be right there for you to use. You can also click on the side right here and pull out this menu. You can switch your profile. So cool thing is, I've said this in the other videos with the NordicTrack equipment, you can have 5 different profiles underneath one membership plan with iFit, which is really cool. Say, you got a roommate, you got a family member, whatever the case may be, even just a friend, you can go ahead and split all that up 5 different ways if you can. Bluetooth accessories button right here, you can connect everything, your Wi-Fi is here. There's a lot of different stuff right here going on, but overall, this is a really simple process. I'll go ahead and go to the manual start just to kind of give you a sense of how everything looks. Before every single workout, you are gonna have a warm up. You can manually end that if you want to, but it definitely comes in handy in terms of buffering those classes as you're doing an instructor led workout. Now, all of your stats are gonna be right up here. So look, I'm gonna press the resistance up button. It's gonna immediately pop up, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll press it down and it changes as well. Now, same thing with the incline, as I'm doing it right here, it's gonna go up in 0.5%, which is pretty cool. It's not gonna be too big of a jump for everybody. It's also gonna show you your vertical gain and loss, your estimated calories burned, time elapsed, distance traveled, all of that. Now, in your manual workouts, I've noticed you can't really do anything with the music. It actually doesn't play, but it's not that big of a deal. If you have your own headphones in, you can just play your own music. Now, it's gonna show you a 1/4 mile track length, and really it's just gonna track all of your stuff right here. Now, there's also some other metrics right here. It's gonna show your speed, your incline, and your resistance. So it's not hard to tell that this is a really high-tech piece of equipment. Anybody who is a dedicated cyclist, and you want a really awesome way to train at home, I think this is your best bet. Okay, so who should purchase the NordicTrack S27i Exercise Bike? Well, anybody who's looking for an exercise bike that comes with trainer-led classes, I think you're gonna really like this bike right here. Because of that as well, it's gonna have those automatic incline, decline, and resistance adjustments during the middle of your workout, which I think you're really gonna enjoy. And then the 27-inch touchscreen monitor. It's gonna make it feel more immersive as you're working out. And also, it does rotate at 360 degrees, so you can definitely stream those other workouts that are available through iFit directly from this monitor. Just rotate it and you're good to go. All right, so there's 3 points I gotta mention when it comes to those who might not wanna purchase this bike. And the first one's definitely the money. This is available for about 2,500 bucks. That's a good amount of money for an exercise bike. So if you don't care about all the luxury features that are included with this bike, you might be better off with a more basic one. And that kind of leads me to my next point. Let's say you're not interested in streaming your workout classes, you don't really care about that. Also gonna be better off going for a more basic exercise bike. And last is really just the space. It's not the biggest exercise bike in the world, but because of that 27-inch monitor, you're definitely gonna have to make sure you have enough space in your home, which that could just be a bit of a hassle. Well, that's all I got for you guys today on the NordicTrack S27i Exercise Bike. I personally love this thing. I think it's a great option for anyone who's looking for a high-tech bike that is able to stream workout classes with instructors. There's automatic adjustments for your incline, decline, and your resistance that are super helpful. It is pretty pricey, so it might not be the best option for every single person out there. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I hope this video was really helpful and that I was able to show you exactly what to expect with this exercise bike. As always, stay tuned for my next video, but for now, head over to BarBend.com and you can read more about this product. All you gotta do is search BarBend NordicTrack S27i Exercise Bike Review, and all the details will be laid out right there for you. I'll catch y'all next time.